Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 7th episode of Uchuu Kyoudai, or Space Brothers. Now, last episode, Muta, Hibito on the TV, his brother, just kind of really building up his older brother, like, hey, Muta, he's gonna be an astronaut just like me someday, and Muta definitely felt that pressure. And he kind of ran into some issues with his previous job history and headbutting his boss, and they were not too happy about that, but somebody was willing to go the extra mile and talk to people besides the boss to get to both sides of the story to be able to make sure Muta still has a chance to pass. It's no guarantees or anything yet, but he's holding on. He's holding on, so hopefully he can continue to not fail, you know. So, yeah, let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I could have swore I saw this scene already. Lunar colonization. We'll get there someday, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen this before. Yes, I heard it last episode. But yeah, I guess we're just kind of recapping. Yeah, definitely recapping. I remember that pug scene. How rude. What kind of Naihito indeed. It's okay. You'll one day meet his expectations. I was gonna say I'm sure, but I'm really not. Hopefully you will. Yeah, safe to say. Candy's cool. Sarika definitely passed, you know, she's awesome. You're gonna pass too, maybe, probably, hopefully. Sabun. I do like the bubbles. That's a nice touch. Because the committee liked that story, the bubble shampoo thing that he's told them before. At least some of them did. But yeah, he's clearly not very confident, that's for sure. Not that I blame him for the lack of confidence. I really do wonder if we'll get multiple openings for this show. It's obviously several dozen episodes, so they very well could have like 7 or 8 openings if they wanted to. Feel so moon. I tried to sing along with it that time instead of just kind of echoing it like I've done in the past. Which I try not to do because that just makes people think it's the video is desynced or something. But it just feels so right to echo it. Dear Hibito. A Greenex commercial. Far superior to Kleenex. Wow. Just how big can we get? Frogs of Japan, burn it with fire, please. And then dump the ashes in a canyon. Roland Muta? What? Oh. Why? Why? Okay. Cool. uh... Everyone has their quirks, I guess. Why not? There's several nicknames you could probably make for that man. But we all know Hibito's nickname, Samurai Boy. Samurai Boy? 6-year-old Carl? It's a good question. Probably big enough to give someone a concussion if you hit them in the head with it. Futuristic dog bowl. I kind of read that as somebody took a large dump in a truck. Are you? Massachusetts, are you struggling? Just keep trying, man. Yeah, get on that Hibito. Okay. I bet. Well, why not? Yeah, Hibito is making the connection. I mean, that was obvious, but we had that flashback for a reason. Looking good. Why? That just makes it difficult to see out of them. Huh. This seems scary. Yeah, just blindfold yourself and then walk into a sealed area. Okay. This really does look like a form of bullying, but I guess it's just part of the training. Yeah. Fair enough. Just fast forward through all that. Jennifer. Feels weird seeing American names in my Japanese anime. Carl, Jennifer. Carl. Wow, that sounds scary. Well, it's not like you breathe on the moon anyway. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Wow. That would be so unpleasant. It's not like your face or anything will be exposed to the dust and stuff, right? Because you do wear the suit to protect yourself from that stuff. I don't know. I'm sure they know more about how this works than I do. Maybe he was nervous because Oni-chan was watching. That's that's Texas news, all right. Got the cowboy hat and everything. Doesn't get much more Texas than that. I remember that. Good thing to study. Fire extinguisher man sounds like the worst villain ever. Like it sounds like a My Hero Academia bad guy. Cooking show. More bubbles. I guess those are the bubbles of sadness. Appo is so excited about the bubbles. I mean, my cat reacts a similar way to bubbles. You know, cat back there. He's not even technically rolling, but I do get what he means. But I can do that. See? Cover my eyes and ears. Back to this stuff. Well, I don't. I didn't hear any of that. Does that matter? I mean, it probably wouldn't matter to, like, SJWs on Twitter, but... Yes! Some problems need violence to solve them. Do you not understand that? Where did you get that number from? Because it sounds arbitrary. What's Hibito gonna say? Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself. And can we turn that stuff off? A little bit annoying. Well, you could also have friends in high places, that helps too. And you sort of have that. I mean, you got a free trip to Texas, that's a little bit of luck, right? Oh, right, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Well, it's a convenient excuse. Yeah, you weren't the only one born on that day. No rebuttal. No resort to violence. He's saying it more mostly because you're just giving up. And he didn't. That's the difference. What a sad sight. You can't wash the sadness away. And yet, that's not where we're at right now. Will we ever be able to switch the roles again? That's the question. Like he's crying from his entire body. Uh, he's always gonna worry about you. If... yeah, that's silly. No need for that. Kono Yaro, wow. Uh, we definitely did drop the formality a bit. Not quite how you're supposed to lay on the bed. Bugs me a little bit. Well, the letter didn't work out. Didn't work out. So, nice weather we're having here. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe we could bribe him. Question. Such an ugly looking bike. Did you even sleep last night? Such a cool dog bowl. Wow. Is it actually going to be relevant later on? They've mentioned that so many times. I want to meet the fire extinguisher man. That's not the fire extinguisher man. I was starting to get my hopes up a little bit too that he'd be at the door. Oh well. Looks good. I mean, I see at least two back there. Impressive. Yeah, I did feel the similarity there. Is that what they are? Get a room, you two. Man, it looks good. Oh wow. That's impressive. I'm still holding out hope that one of the people here is gonna be the fire extinguisher robber. I need it to happen. I need to see this man. You don't understand. Don't touch my hand. I mean, that... Oh, I think... Is it happening? Is it actually happening? I think he's actually here. Or someone's overcooked something. Oh my god. This is actually happening. That's great. Yep, he's aware of the fire extinguisher proper. So stupid. Okay, you want to take care of this? Because this will be an example of your violence being useful. That is kind of unlucky, to be fair. Why do we have to cut away from that? Do you not see the guy's awesome afro? Need I explain more? Well, that's a bit of a hiccup in the video file. Didn't quite see what he said there. Yeah, he's gonna be on the news after whatever happened there. Hopefully actually beat him up, but it's gonna make us wait until next time to find out, isn't it? I want to see it. Did he like headbutt? I assume he headbutted him. I assume he just, you know, because he's so aware of his surroundings, he was able to navigate without seeing. Got close enough to him and then just pow, headbutted him, knocking him back. I want to see that animated. I know that's what happened. I just want to see that animated. That's great. I kind of wish I didn't predict it because I would have made it better, but that's still pretty funny. They mentioned that so many times. By the final time, I was like, okay, that's gonna come back into play. I didn't think it'd be that episode, but I knew that was going to come back at some point. They don't mention that guy 3 times in the episode in the background and then just not make it relevant. It's so silly. He just fire extinguisher man, he robs places. But it seems like what's going to happen here is they're going to hear about his accomplishments there, and that'll be that'll improve his chances, because he's clearly demonstrating some of the skills that would be useful for astronauting. Okay, well, that was the 7th episode of Space Brothers, and this episode, you know, Muta's still lacking confidence, kind of down in the dumps, and it's just, you know, there were certain parts of this episode where I was really starting to feel the slow pace of the show. That hasn't really bothered me much previously, but, you know, for like the first half of this episode was actually starting to get to me a little bit, just how slow and how it feels like we're just treading over the same ground a lot with Muta's character, like he's just not quite making the progress that I wanted to make fast enough. I guess it's more of my personal problem than the show's problem, but it was just starting to bug me a little bit. Like, I feel like I've been screaming, Muta, just get over it a lot in my head. But, yeah, this time he finally did actually get to talk to the brother about it, so hopefully that helped a little bit. But he's still bothered by the roles reversal. You know, he feels like he should be the one encouraging Hibito, which, you know, that's fine. But he needs to actually do something to make that a reality. And he seems to just not quite be pushing himself as much as he should be for how much he's kind of complaining about his current situation. But yeah, just that was starting to get a little bit annoying. Meanwhile, back at the what was it called? AXA, whatever it was called. They're still debating the whole Muta thing, and they're trying to talk to Namuna, I think his name was Namuna, something like that. Anyway, they're still trying to persuade him about being on Muta's side, and they're kind of questioning his motivations. Like, you have some sort of attachment to this guy, you know? You're supposed to be unbiased with this thing and all that. But yeah, not looking good on that front. But it does seem like the incident's probably going to make a difference there, which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, just Muta still struggling. He is still struggling a lot. But maybe after this incident, that'll change, because I definitely feel some potential for progress there. With that scene at the family restaurant with the old couple, when they were talking about Muta, he was basically doing some stuff similar to what Hibito's doing, being able to tell what's around him without like directly looking at it and stuff, you know, memorizing those little details, even the prices, which is really impressive. So it does feel like we're definitely getting on that pathway to him getting somewhere. I just kind of wish it would speed up just a little bit. We're on episode 7. We finished episode 7, and we're still not quite there yet with his character. But hopefully we can get there. I do love Appo's bull. That was great. That was really great. But we did find out about the whole rolling Muta. Basically what he does is distracts himself as much as possible to try to zone out his problems, I guess. It's a little bit of a weird quirk that he has. But even though he didn't have the rolling pen, Hibito didn't notice that he was doing that. Similar stuff. But yeah, like I said, the fire extinguisher robber was mentioned a lot in the episode. The first time I saw the picture in the newspaper thing, I was like, huh, that's interesting. At first I thought maybe it was like a comic or something because of the silly picture. But I was like, oh no, I guess it really is based on a real incident. Okay, fine, that's kind of silly. It's kind of funny. And then they mentioned it a second time. Like, oh, okay, I guess we're bringing that back up. Well, I mean, it's kind of funny. It makes sense they would talk about it a decent amount. And then they brought it up a third time. I was like, okay, that is going to be relevant later on. You don't bring it up that much and not make it important. So, at that point, I knew we were going to meet that man at some point. And then when he was going outside, I was like, is he going to be right outside the door? Is he going to rob his house? But no. No. He just went to the restaurant instead. And then, like, maybe, I don't know, halfway through the restaurant scene, I was starting to think, huh, we're looking at a bunch of random people in the restaurant. Maybe one of them is actually the robber himself, and he's gonna make a move. But I wasn't sure on that. I was just suspecting it, and then we started to see the smoke rising. I was like, it's happening, and it happened. I still wasn't completely sure. I was like, maybe it's a fake out. Maybe someone just overcooked some food in the restaurant, because that can happen. But no, the more I started to barrel up, I was like, no, this is happening. This is happening. And yeah, it's a chance for Muta to shine. It's quite clear how that's gonna go. It'll be a demonstration of his ability to be able to do what, you know, Hibito was trying to do before, with the whole trying to navigate around, do everything you need to do while not being able to see. And Hibito kind of struggled with that in his exercise. Like, I don't think he completed properly in time, I think they implied. And if Hibito's actually able, if Muta's actually able to do that similar thing, like, perfectly this time, that'll, and defeat the bad guy and all that, that'll be an example of him kind of surpassing his brother in a certain regard. And that should definitely do something for his confidence, so yeah, and obviously he's on news, so clearly he was able to do something, you know. That's safe to say. So that's definitely given him a very good chance. He considers himself unlucky. They brought up the whole birth thing again, which they did in the beginning of the show. But yeah, it's still just an excuse. You know, lots of people were born that day. It's just a superstitious thing, you know. A bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, I guess. But obviously, this may look like bad luck at first, get right into this guy, but it's really good luck because it is a chance for him to prove himself. So, you know, bad luck and good luck, a lot of it is just how you look at it. You know, you can either look at something as a door slamming in your face, or you can look at it as a door opening up. Like, a lot of the time, it really can be open to interpretation, whether something's good or bad. because it's like what you make of it, really. You know, the one American phrase, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You know, it kind of applies to that a little bit. But yeah, hopefully Muta. Hopefully Muta gives him the guy a good headbutt. They get a good shot of it to put on TV, and he can say, hey, see, you said that violence wasn't a good thing. Well, he clearly solved that problem with violence, so what if we run into, you know, aliens in space, you know? We want something that can handle himself, and Muta can clearly do that. He'll headbutt any aliens that try to shoot him. It'll be great. And that's more or less how I expect the next episode to go. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.